and welcome back to the Word Conscious Classroom, where we are consciously and deliberately building our students' vocabulary knowledge and word consciousness. Today, we are looking at the ROPE strategy. R stands for relationships. O stands for order, order of words. P stands for parts of speech, or part of speech. And E stands for exactness. Previously, we looked at the relationships that analogies can have, the order that the words are placed in within the analogy pair, the part of speech of each word within that word pair, analogy pair, and now we're going to look at the exactness. Does it work there? Okay. So the E stands for exactness, and if you can recall, each word within an analogy pair should exactly suit the expressive relationship. Exactly. And when we talk about exactness, we want to see that it fits perfectly without any extra added adjustments. And so earlier we were looking at some analogy pairs and we were seeing, does that really fit? So we have leap is to jump. Leap is to jump as sag is to droop. And we were looking at the relationships and we saw that they were synonyms. Leap is a synonym of jump, as sag is a synonym of droop. And we looked at the word order and we saw, okay, leap, it's like a little small jump, but jump is bigger. You have sag being something that could be small versus droop, which it might be larger. You got sag, you got droop. So it just depends on the degree of intensity. Do you think that droop is more intense than sag, or is sag more intense than droop? So that makes you study the subtle nuances within words, because some people use sag and droop interchangeably, but it could mean that droop is deeper than a sag. Leap versus jump. Which one is more intense? Is jump more than a leap, or is leap more than a jump? So that's what you look at when we look at the relationships and the order of words. Parts of speech, we discovered that they're all verbs. And for exactness, we want to see if that's an exact relationship. Here we have action happening with an animal or a person, but this is not really action happening with an animal or person. So I'm not sure if that would be exactness that we want. What if we replace this analogy pair with a new pair? What if we replaced it with pace and walk? So we have leap is to jump as pace is to walk. Now that is a little bit more exact. That's expressing a little more exactness, because now we have an action happening by a person or an animal. Now the thing is, the degree of intensity. Is pace before walk, or is walk before pace? Jump, leap, or jump. So that's where you can use your dictionary to figure out what is the meaning exactly of jump and what is the meaning exactly of leap. If leap is bigger than a jump, if you have jump and then you have a leap, and leap is coming first, then that's a greater degree of intensity. If you have pace versus walk, if pace is faster than a walk, then pace would come first, and that is a greater degree of intensity. So that will give us our exactness. Leap is to jump as pace is to walk. Now, of course, these are open for argument. Maybe you have a better answer to this. If you do, send us some comments. And that ends the lesson on rope. Stay tuned, we have more coming in the area of analogies.